somebody put an offer in on the house, and it left me with $78,000.
Oh, wow.
At 19 years old. Made my first $78,000. Took that money and put it into the house that I have now. That I've been in for at least 10 years. And I bought that house for $170,000.
Wow.
That house today is worth $650,000.
Wow.
So essentially, on that deal, on that sale that I made happen, that there was no chance that you were going to say yes.
Yeah.
I made them believe in me, and then I made it happen. It just made my day. I just took it one step at a time, and I made it happen, and I just took one move that was going to give me one step closer. And then 10 years later, that $50,000 investment now is worth $500,000.
Yeah.
Essentially. So that's another, kind of. There's so many things you can do, but being a good salesperson and providing the service that you promise is definitely the most important thing that I've done in my life. It got me a relationship with Sam. Are you recording? It got me a relationship with Sam. It got me my business. Another story like that is my Smithfield location. They wanted double the amount for rent than they do, and they told somebody else no to the offer that I offered them. Tell you what sold them on it. They said, they wanted to sell drinks and have a drive-through and all this and that, whatever. And they said, but we think Smithfield is going to be so big here soon with the temple and whatever. You know what sold them on the deal?
What?
I said, you think? I can guarantee it by putting a pizza stop there. I said, I can guarantee you that I can help you fill all these other places because I will help bring business here. It's going to be so busy when we open that there's not going to be parking for people. And I said, people are going to be wanting in these lots because they're going to want in on it.
Yeah.
Look at it now.
Yeah.
Almost every single one of them is full.
Yeah.
And can I say it was because of me? No. I really can't. But I can tell you that my confidence going into that and saying, hey, I will make this bigger for you. Promise. I couldn't. What was my guarantee on it?
Yeah.
Nothing essentially. But I was confident that Pizza Stop and my company was going to make that area worth more to renters. And it works.
Yeah.
I mean, look at it now. If you asked me a year ago if I really thought that it would have happened, I would say yes. But deep down, there's part of me that's like, why the fuck are you saying this?
Yeah.
You can't guarantee that. But the confidence is what really landed the deal. So then I made an offer. We got into the building. I got the key a couple days later. Kind of the rest is history. But it's not just once. It's not just, it's not just once. It's not just twice. It's that will go into every single thing that you do. When you're going to buy a house, their confidence to just say, this is my offer. Look somebody dead in the eyes and
Cozy going to work. Say hello.
But your confidence.
And we got Lucy going to work
because,
family day.
This, and this is why you should take this deal.
Yeah.
You gotta sell them.
Yeah.
You gotta sell them.
We're going
So when I'm on the
through
phone,
Ogden Canyon, I believe.
I'm like, I can hear kids in the
We
back.
have
I'm like, you guys need personal cheese pizza?
Starlink right there in the back so that you guys can be with us and see the scenery. So let me know if it's
slide into DMs.
Yeah.
I mean, whether it's, buying a house,
I know it's bumpy,
getting a relationship, selling wings, whatever, you're sliding into DMs. You're trying to get them back. That's really all you're doing.
Huh?
In every
I want to ask them.
Your neighbor's got a
We're going to
problem.
us.
You walk over there and sell your service. You see them, their lawn looks like
We're just going around.
You go sell your service. Hey, you don't even want to show.
Yeah.
You're like, dude, I'm one of the top northern, landscaping northern Utah companies. Me and my crew can have this done in 3 days.
Yeah.
If you believe you can do it and you have the confidence to sell it and then you do it, that's
Got crouton.
that's like we talked about. It's that trust, it's that relationship. When somebody says, hey, I'm going to call an order back.
Hold on, I want to show
and they
them
get
all
the
of
same
this
amount of
over here.
pepperoni,
It's
same amount of cheese, the same good service, and then you tip them.
Yeah.
It's the same exact thing.
It's
The
so
landscaping
bumpy.
company,
Stupid construction
like these
never
guys
ends.
made a deal and they kept it going. I'll have this equipment here on this day. I'll have this done by this time. You pay me this much.
Yeah.
You make a deal, you keep it doing. I will have your order out in 15 minutes. You make
What's in there?
It drives me nuts.
And there's a
Boxes,
pie up here.
It's somebody. It's those
What's in your drink?
details. You make that deal, you keep that deal.
Yeah.
But somebody who's really busy, how
Lemonade? Your eyes are so
Yeah,
pretty.
when I say this, I'm here 2 minutes before, ready to go at that exact time. The reason why is because of busy my schedule is. So when somebody calls and you tell them 20 minutes and they do stuff or change stuff or go somewhere first based on that, and then you show up and you didn't hold up on your end of the deal, it's the equivalent to somebody bailing on you for dinner at a date.
Yeah.
Like, imagine you ask somebody to homecoming, you have, the nerve to say, oh, okay, I'm going to go ask this girl who potentially could say no and embarrass me in front of her friends.
Yeah.
I'm going to have the nerve to ask her to a dance. If she says yes, you go out, you shop, you spend the money, you take work off, you do this, you do that, you tell your friends you're going to be there, and she bails. That is the same exact feeling that I get when somebody is 5 minutes late on an order for a pizza they told them 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, I know that's a little deeper than it maybe should be, but that is how deep it is for me. And so when I walk in and something's not done, you're damn right I'm upset.
Yeah.
Because everything that I've kind of explained has led to the money that I made on my houses. Sure, I have a nice truck. It's that money has not necessarily just gone back to me. Like this truck right now is pulling a trailer so that we can go make money and I can provide to multiple people, right?
Yeah.
I didn't just make that money and then go be super selfish and spend it all and do it all on myself and not have a family.
So bumpy.
Just buy a super nice boat and
Yeah.
go party and then go to the casino and waste it all. Like, every little step that I've taken has been with the goal in mind of I want to provide service for a community that I live in. I want to take care of people financially and what's this called when you give somebody advice or like a mentorship or whatever, leadership.
Yeah.
I want to provide some level of that because I believe that I'm decent at it, and then I want to do something really well.
Yeah.
And the something, I don't know what it is. I think eventually in my life I'd really, really like to sing. Like, I've always wanted to be on TV. I think now more so I would just love to sing.
Yeah.
But like, pizza's not my thing. But when I'm making pizza, it is I'm the best damn pizza maker in the world.
Yeah.
Like, I will make the best pizza because that's how I do everything.
Yeah.
If I do this, it's gonna be the best. If I do this, to my ability, I'm not the best electrician. I'm not the best, engineer. I'm not the best truck driver. I'm not the best anything.
Yeah.
But I will do it to my best, and that is what I want to do. I want to do everything that I do to my best of my capability so I can see what it unlocks. Because if there's somebody who owns a pizzeria that's going out of business, and there's somebody who opens a pizzeria who's signing the deed to a new building today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which one do you want to be? Do you want to be shutting one down, or do you want to be opening another one? Or do you want to be just doing the one that you're at extremely well?
Yeah.
Whatever it is, make the option.
You're blocking the camera.
You decide.
Yeah.
Not them.
Yeah.
You don't ever want somebody coming and saying you got to shut your doors because you didn't pay your bill.
Your hands in the way. They can't see anything.
And you decide.
Let's see. Turn it over this way.
And you end the service and you pay your bill and you stop the service. Don't ever. I mean, it's like I tell people all the time. The worst thing about
The camera's right here, so you gotta hold it up.
They feed you because you have free bed. It's not the worst thing in the world. The worst thing in the world is
Cozy?
freedom being taken from you.
Yeah.
You can't leave that jail cell anytime you want. You can't eat whenever
You're doing a great job.
It's all based on when somebody else says you can.
Yeah.
Don't
Those
ever
are the
give somebody else your freedom or your ability to make a decision.
no more.
Because that is
Cozy's
when
gonna hold it
life
for a minute.
Yeah.
When you have the ability to say yes and no to whatever you want, great.
Yeah.
When you have the ability to date somebody because you want them, not because you that is when you have a great relationship.
Show them this
Yeah.
way, Cozy.
So those little things all add up to putting the perfect amount of pepperonis on pizza, making your bed in the morning,
Yeah.
like dressing yourself, doing your laundry, all those little things that add up
Yeah.
to the decisions later on. The little things add up to the big things.
Yeah.
Every single time. Nobody builds a building like what if I
I can hold it.
Hold on, it's all dirty.
just so you can get a visual.
Yeah.
So that house that's on that little, the seat comes out like on that little edge right there. It's got the white. Okay. That's a hard one to explain. We're gonna go with that one. See, there's that gray building out there in the middle of nowhere.
Oh yeah.
How do you think that building was built?
One piece at a time.
One piece at a time. Not one building at a time. Not one corner. One piece.
Yeah.
One piece of concrete. One piece of whatever. They all did one part of the concrete and then they moved on to the braces for the metal building.
Yeah.
And then they did the metal braces. After it cured, everybody played their little part.
Like what?
But one panel on the outside, one metal panel like this, you paint a car, you paint it one panel at a time.
Yeah.
If you try and spray a whole car at a time, you're going to trip everywhere.
Yeah.
But if you go over real light, each panel at a time, and you keep the same pattern, and you keep the same flash point, and everything is all good, and your paint's mixed, and you know your filter's good, and it's not fogging,
Yeah.
then that will be a beautiful paint job.
Yeah.
But it's all the little things that prep for a beautiful paint job, not the paint job itself. Paint job itself is like 20% of the work.
Yeah.
It's the prep well before. Saturday night is not just 5 to 8. It's all day before. It's the phone calls all week when you really wow somebody to Saturday night they're having a party and they say, hey, we're calling Pizza Stop.
Yep.
That is the place that wowed me this week. So anyway, there's a long discussion about what were we talking about?
We went from like 5 different
Yeah,
things.
we've been talking about a lot of different things.
Well, that is back to what Pizza Stop should be doing in sales.
Yeah.
That was the question that led us there. See, I knew I was going somewhere with it. But it is. I mean, like I said, it's all those little things that we just talked about. You know, like Haley's really good at the little things. She focuses on the small things.
Yeah,
and it's led her to a lot of big things.
Yeah.
You know? But not only that, when you focus on the little things, it builds your confidence. You believe in yourself.
Yeah, that's
when
true.
you say, I'm going to make the best pizza, and then somebody verifies it for you,
Yeah.
and they say, like last night, that guy walking out and said, thank you, it's really good.
Yeah.
Remember, you know, you remember those things, and it feels good. At the end of the day, when you lay down and all these voices are in your head that you're not good enough, you're not this, because we all have that. It's just human nature. You know, your mom doesn't love you, whatever. All that stuff, you can put it to the side because what you can say is, I did my best.
Yeah.
Period. Like, whether all that stuff's true or not,
Yeah.
whether your mom loves you or not, you did your best. And at the end of the day, if she loves you or not, that's not even your thing, it's your thing. What is your thing is what you did that day.
And what you
So
can
if you did your best, then you control that, then you can sleep at night knowing, I don't care what so-and-so said about me on this Google review, because I did my best that night,
Yep.
and hey, I'll take that feedback and I'll apply it next time. But when you do your best, you feel your best.
Yeah.
You know, somebody's like, oh, I'm depressed. You're like, really? When's the last time you had water? They're like, oh, I don't drink water. You're
Yeah.
like, really? When's the last time you went and exercised? I don't exercise. When's the last time you did anything for yourself? I don't do anything for myself. My mom says I'm not good enough. It's like, well, try
That's
drinking
all I
water.
have. See?
Try
Going for a
going
walk.
outside.
Yeah.
Get some sun. Just
Yeah.
go
That's all I
pull
have.
some weeds. Like,
Yeah.
pick one area in the yard. It can be 1 foot by 1 foot. And just make it look good.
Yeah.
Just do your best making it look good. And then do one more foot.
Yeah.
You know, one more section. And do one more section. Like, cows don't just sit and complain about how full pasture is. They just start eating.
Yeah.
And then eventually they're like, where's all the food? And they're moving or whatever.
Yeah.
If they just sat there like, oh, there's a lot of grass here. Who's going to mow it?
Yeah. Never
Nothing
get
would
done.
ever get done. But you put a cow in a pasture, and then 3 days go by, and you never even saw weed in that pasture.
Yeah.
And then the second one pops up, that cow's like walking over to take care of it, you know? If the cow just sits and nothing is tended to and no weeds are eaten, and it's all weeded and nasty and
Yeah.
overgrown and it's not worth much. But once the cow eats it, clears it up, and poops on it, then you can grow on it, then it's worth something.
Yeah.
So just always be doing a little something to be in the right direction, and your pasture will never go the opposite way.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't really know. I'm just kind of. It's just stuff I don't know if I've learned it or if I've lived through it. I don't know if I've learned quite yet. Because to learn something and know it is like to do it.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm lazy as hell.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I passed something 3 times, and then be like, you should pick that up the first time.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't have had to trip over it the other 2 times. But
Yeah. I'd rather try something and fail than just to get it all set up.
you have to.
Yeah.
You have to, because how many times did they try a light bulb before it became a light bulb?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? How many times did he strike out, Babe Ruth strike out before, the home run king?
Yeah.
Like, but they don't remember the strikeouts. They don't remember the,
Yeah. They just keep going.
they just keep going. And if you do remember the strikeouts, you're probably so fixated on that and you got nothing else in your life and it don't even really matter what
Yeah.
they think of you anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You just keep doing your best and you'll feel
You've been
your
drinking
best.
a lot.
Like, people go to the gym and they're like, it feels good. Why? Because you're pushing your body to do something that's uncomfortable. Like,
Yeah.
hey, I can work a little faster. I can lift a little more. I can, sit in this sauna 2 more minutes and sweat out these toxins. Like, when you push yourself to a limit and you realize, like, I can do this, it's actually a really cool thing.
Yeah.
So that's why people feel good going to the gym. But the same exact thing comes out of, just a goal. Like, I mean, it helps when you're in shape, but I can't say that, like, I've never really been out of shape.
Yeah.
Or, like, too big. I can't really be like, oh, well, if you're this, then you're not this. I never really gone to the gym either.
Yeah.
But I can say that, like, I'm working physically, I'm using my body.
Sorry, guys, I'm gonna hold this iPad.
Yeah.
And if I wasn't in my job,
I'll
if
have
I
to
was
take
sitting
care
at
of
a
the
computer
kids.
all day, I might have to go to the gym.
Yeah.
But
And
it's
it's
just
bumpy,
the
very bumpy.
push. Can I do this? And can I do it well?
Yeah.
That is the best. That makes you feel the best, in my opinion. Like, my experience, I should say. When I perform my best at work, when I do my best for Sam, like, when I go out and I spend a little more time picking some flowers and I get her a gift and I handwrite a note and all that, I feel a little bit more better than when I just, like, oh crap, I forgot. I gotta do it last minute.
Yeah.
Like, just do the little extra and you'll feel extra.
Yeah.
The difference between extraordinary people and ordinary people is the extra that they do.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, that's the thing, is when you drive with Colin, you get life lessons.
That's what we used to tell people at Jimmy John's. The difference between an ordinary employee and an extraordinary employee is the one who does the extra.
Yeah, that's true though.
Somebody who grabs a rag to wipe under the handles when the brush is over instead of grab their phone. Like, those little things that takes. Because here's, at the end of the day, your phone is bringing you nothing but a bill and problems.
Yeah.
Like, don't take this the wrong way, but your phone not making you hardly any money right now, right?
Yeah,
Like,
it's
you
not.
have no channels that are making you money. You got no friends that are paying you for checking in on them. Like,
Yeah.
none of that stuff. So essentially, you pay a bill and it wastes your time.
Yeah.
Like, don't take it the wrong way, but do. Like, that's what it does. If you're not using it to make money, you're using it to waste time, you're wasting time.
Yeah.
Like, so people will be like, oh, let me check my phone. Oh, man, my freaking whatever, I got a text because my bills are due. It's like, if you would pick up a rag instead of your phone, you might be making more money
Yeah.
than if you picked up your phone to text that person back and waste all your time, and they bail on you anyway.
Yeah.
Like, the dollar's not really gonna bail. Like, you work,
Yeah.
and your dollar shows up.
Yeah.
Like, enough, sometimes less, sometimes more, but
Thanks for coming
you
with
work
us.
enough, like I said, people
You gotta
notice.
go to your
Yeah.
first
You do
official
something
day of
well
work.
enough, even if you're bad at it,
Uh-huh.
you do it long enough, well,
They
people
got
are
a
following.
blank
Yeah.
So, if people would just put down
And
what
let me
is
show
taking
them
from
my
them,
blank.
and pick up
Okay.
a little more that you can produce and make, dude, it would just be a game changer.
Yeah.
What's on
Game
it?
changer. But then
What's
you
on
get
your
more
plate,
stuff
Keith?
done. More of it. Like, dude, I will be the first to admit it. I can lose so much time in a day just from checking Facebook.
Yeah.
And it's not even, it's like, it's harmless, right? No, like, yeah, just let me check on my phone.
Yeah, yeah.
But dude, you waste so much time, but then not only that, you have the problem of comparison. Comparison is the thief of joy.
Yeah.
So you work really hard in a day, and you're like, I got this done, this done, this done. You open Facebook, and you're like, I saw this person get this done, and this done, and this done,
Yeah.
and this person got this done, and this done, and this person's on a cruise, and this person is a porn star, and this person is a drug lord.
Yeah.
What am I even doing? You start comparing yourself to all
Dad,
these people.
I tried.
When the best version of you, it just lies within doing the best of you.
Yeah.
You don't compare yourself to all these people, which the problem is people,
I tried.
oh, that looks so fun,
Mom.
I'm jealous, whatever. Dude, you go do it.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
look at them doing it. Go do it.
Yeah.
Go on vacation. Go on a cruise. Don't sit there and watch hours and hours of YouTube videos of somebody else
Yeah.
doing it. Go work for hours and hours and save up, set a goal, and then go on a cruise and take a couple pictures and tell the story.
Yeah.
Don't just
Yeah.
look at it on Facebook because that goes away in 10 seconds anyway. You know?
Yeah.
Like, you gotta focus more on. I'm not like targeting like this is your fault.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like I'm just saying, if you want more, do more.
Yeah.
Produce more. Pick up the rag when the phone is the option.
Yeah.
You know, like when I mean the same thing. Like I used to be an alcoholic. I haven't drank now for like, well, I had some when we were in Mexico, but I've been sober for like 10 months now.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Versus like it just always was a dream. Dude, like I was a huge alcoholic and I was just like a huge taco fan. It was like one day I'm gonna go to Mexico and have tacos and tequila on the beach, and we did, and it did nothing for me because I've moved on. Like I don't want to drink. I don't want to be.
Yeah.
Actually, I want to drink. I don't want to be drunk.
Yeah.
So for me, it was like, okay, put down the drink. That's the discipline. Put down the phone. Put down the whatever it is that's distracting you, pick up something that's gonna
So
add.
bumpy.
Yeah.
It's what?
So bumpy.
Road is but anyway, pick up something that produces and makes, and people know.
Yeah.
Pretty.
And then eventually you come out with a product, like you start creating enough stuff, you come out with a product and it's a banger, and then all of a sudden you're an inventor, and then all of a sudden you get royalties from something
Yeah.
because you were thinking of a way to save time doing something.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, you could be working at Pizza Hut right now, and you could and you could think of another product. Okay, think of Omar, make sure that's in. Think of the fridge, the prep table that you use. You could invent something that is a product that every pizzeria in the world. Think of a cutter. How much money do you think the person that came up with the cutter has? Or they probably did.
Or even Q-tips. Toothpicks.
All that stuff that solves
Push
problems.
pins.
When you solve enough problems, you're gonna come up with something that is gonna solve.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you felt you have a double juice or Mountain Dew or whatever your favorite drink is.
Yeah.
If you pour enough cups for everybody else, even if you run out,
They're so pretty.
you fill up their cup, they're gonna check to make sure you're
Yeah.
and eventually one of those
They're
things
kind of
is gonna
steep.
and it could be one thing, but it could
I
be
just
10
love that
years
you're
of
looking at the
solving problems.
mountains of the trees and stuff instead of watching your iPad.
No. Percent better at the end of the year, you're 300% better.
Yeah.
You're bored?
Right?
Yeah.
So
I know.
if you're not going like if you're
Do you
not
want your
going
backpack
down,
of toys?
you're going up. The Jimmy John story when he borrowed the money and then he was going up
Yeah.
instead of going down. But he went down and then he took it to go back up.
Yeah.
So if you can go up instead of down, then it's always in the right direction. Then you can always be getting better.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be perfect to be the best. Like you can do your best and it doesn't have to be perfect.
Yeah.
So for you to say, you know, it's not great, it's not perfect, but it's
Why
getting
is this
better,
one so bad?
you just do more of that. Remember, you just do more of that until it pays off.
Yeah.
Smithville being open didn't happen because Pizza Preston was doing well.
Yeah.
It opened because Preston was doing well. I went and worked there. Into the store, went back and worked there, tended my garden, went and planted another seed, watered it, left. And now we're just checking account for long enough, the balance will be negative.
Yeah.
If you use it will be negative. It's growing. Remember how he said know your bank account balance every day?
Yeah.
Make it $2 more every day. You'll never go broke.
Yeah.
You know? But if you make it go negative a couple times a month because you didn't know what your balance was, well, now you've got $90 in overdraft charges.
Yeah.
And now you're behind even more than you were because you weren't paying attention.
Yeah.
So how you do some things, how you do everything. That's the whole moral of the whole entire story of where should pizza stop be at.
Yeah.
Do your best every day, and how you do some things will turn into how you do everything. And eventually it will go back. We were the busiest pizzeria, like, for months.
Yeah.
Go back to that.
Yeah.
Do the things that, like we said, when somebody comes in and says, are you the owner? Do the things that the owner would do.
Yeah.
And save all the money that you can. Save the labor. Like last night, that girl was like, she's like, I'm gonna stay. And you're like, nah, I got this. And he starts working faster and cleaning everything. And then he made double the amount of tips because he sent somebody home. That is an owner mindset.
Yeah.
That is a leader mindset. That is a profit share mindset. And that one thing then now goes into somebody's like, I'm gonna make sauce. And Lucas like, nah, I'm gonna go in 15 minutes early. I'm gonna do all the sauces so that that person doesn't have to come in for a half hour extra, so
Yeah.
I can make all that money. That's an owner mentality.
Yeah.
Same thing when you're in a relationship. I'm gonna text them and I'm gonna ask them to hang out before somebody else does. That's an ownership
Yeah.
mentality. Like, you know, not like you own a person, but
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know what I'm saying. Like, I'm going to own this as most as I can
Yeah.
because I want to guarantee that I'm successful.
Yeah.
That's what you do. That's what you do. And for you guys listening, if you have any feedback on that, you can comment, but I'm probably not going to read it. So
John says Colin can speak 1,000 words a minute.
just time it. I'll do 2,000. I'll do 2,000 words a minute. Just try it. I'll look up right now how to do 2,000 words a minute. Do the extra, dude. because somebody hey, jump off this bridge. Don't jump off the
Yeah.
bridge. But if somebody says, can you do 10 pizzas in 20 minutes? You say, I'm going to try it at 18. And set the timer. Hold yourself accountable. What can I do faster? You know, like go back and watch some of the videos from when we opened Smithfield. Watch the one called Haley Runs Smithfield Pizza Stop. It's 9 hours long. It'll take a while to watch. But watch it and focus on the little things.
Yeah.
And do the little things.
Yeah.
You know, because Haley essentially was the only employee that we have besides, well, even Kenzie. Haley has had the most one-on-one time with me out of everybody on our staff right now.
Yeah.
Like, even Carson. Carson spends a lot of time with me, but not anywhere near the one-on-one leadership training development that I did.
I wish I would have started recording
And if you
earlier
watch
because
her,
Collins
she's
could talk
focused on a lot of those little things.
Yeah.
I know a lot of
And
people
watch that
waste
video.
time.
Now, when I'm not around, it slips some. But when you see her in the same store with me, you watch that, it's exactly what you want to replicate.
Yeah.
The leadership, the small details, all that, you can see it. And then success repeats itself. So if you watch somebody doing something successful,
It's
and you
crazy
do the
the
same thing.
videos though, because we take it for granted, and you guys,
The
a
reason
lot
why
of
I
you guys
have a
don't
successful
know.
YouTube channel today is because I watched other YouTube channels and said I can do this better.
Yeah.
And I did.
Yeah.
And the same YouTube channel today, I bet if you pull up that I watched the first rock runner training video that I watched, I said, this is not very good. I can do this better. My video has 10 times more views. My channel has 10 times more subscribers. I have 10 times more videos.
Yeah.
Why? Because I produce 10 times more.
Yeah.
It's result reliant. You put something, what is your favorite kind of smoothie?
I don't know.
Favorite kind of ice cream?
I probably mint.
Okay, you put cookies in an ice cream, in a vanilla ice cream, you're gonna get mint?
No.
No. What do you have to do to get mint ice cream?
There's another one.
I'm trying
Look
to.
how
the
long
research.
it is. Look at her.
What's in
It's
mint
going the
ice
same
cream?
way we are,
Find
and
out
we're going so much
the
faster.
ingredients. You might be able to make it at your house. You don't even have to go buy it.
Yeah.
Just do the research. Once you know the research, like Jimmy says, once you know the numbers,
Look
once
at
you
the
know what's in
graffiti on
it,
that one.
once you know what it takes,
Yeah.
The painting on them.
So somebody's like, I want mint ice cream.
People paint on
Can't
them.
afford it. There's stuff right in front of them to make it.
Yeah.
Tell you a story. There's it's an old story, and so
It'd always
the
be cool
brands
just to
might
go
be
tag
generic.
trade.
You can put it to whatever you want. But
Yeah.
let's say Nike.
Like I've never thought to myself,
Two
like, oh, I'm gonna go
salesmen
tag a
at
train, but there's a lot of people that do.
One of this corporate sales guy said to the two salesmen, they said, hey, we need you to go to India because there's no shoes sold in
I
India.
gotta
Yeah.
go faster.
Huh?
Two sales guys, they ship them both out there. One guy is home within 24 hours.
Can I go fast?
And the other guy gives a call
Can you
back and says,
have
"There's a couple more sales
Want to
guys
go
out
faster?
Yeah.
We're pulling a
One sales
trailer.
guy saw zero opportunity. One sales guy said he needs more guys. When the district manager talked to both of them, the moral of the
This is
story
Lucas.
from one sales guy was he said, there's nobody with shoes there. He says, we don't have a market, nobody wears shoes.
Yeah.
The other salesman said, I need more salesmen because there's a million people without shoes.
Yeah.
We are going to a wedding. It's a 250
One saw opportunity while the
wedding.
other saw a reason that couldn't work.
Yeah.
A denial.
Carson is
essentially.
doing an
No.
event
Yeah.
at the
Be the person who sees
with
the
Kayla
need for
and
something
then
that nobody else sees.
Kaylee
Yeah.
had
Remember I was telling you last night,
market this morning and
Make
I'm
their
not sure
job
if she's
easier by providing what they need to make easier pizza. If you've got somebody and they're like, hey, go get me a bag of cheese from the freezer, and it takes them 15 minutes and a bathroom break,
Yeah.
you know, and a Facebook social scroll, to do that, it wastes your money.
Yeah.
So if you can get the cheese that they need before and you say, you stay right here and anything you need to make it faster, I got you, that's how you make more money.
Yeah.
And that's how you save more efficiency. So where I was going with this is see the opportunity when everybody else sees a problem.
Yeah.
Find what problem is there and how you can fix it.
Yeah.
And that will be the best service that you can provide. Because related to shoes, how good are shoes? I mean, they protect your feet, they
Yeah.
stop you from getting cut, you know, they stop getting chemicals and sticky stuff.
I wonder if I can see you guys.
Somebody saw there was no opportunity. So
Oh, they don't fall.
saw an opportunity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we're serving to the best of our ability. One day, it's going to be
Yeah.
much longer till we're there?
It says 30 minutes.
30?
Yeah.
I accidentally started the iPad upside down, and so the camera's on the bottom.
Okay, well, we are behind. They said the ceremony starts at 2. It says
2:45.
No,
Mama.
I just talked to them.
Oh.
They said the ceremony starts at 2, and we're going to be there at 1:15. So when we get there, we have a lot of stuff to hurry and do. We need doughs out of the fridge and ready, like getting them ready to stretch. We need all the wood paddles. We need them all scraped. We need all the toppings filled off and everything. The best part about this event is that we only have one topping, pizzas, cheese, pepperoni, sausage.
Okay.
So we'll be able to just sauce, cheese, and all that. Okay.
Yep.
Now everything that I just talked to you about, I need you to just apply to today. How can we be the most effective, the most efficient, the least amount of waste, keep stuff the cleanest? Because what people don't realize, if you don't make a mess, you don't have to clean it up.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't throw cheese on the ground, you don't have to sweep it up. I don't know how not to get that any more clear. But like, the more you can save during, the less you have to waste.
Yeah.
So take all that and apply it. And then when you're skating later, apply it.
Yeah.
How can I be the best skateboarder? What research can I do out of this? Get a little more knowledge on it and just become good at it. And even if it's not something you want to do at a profession, remember, this is about feeling the best version of yourself. So if you say, hey, I took the time to research what makes a great skateboarder, I put in the time to make a great skateboarder, and I've got the stuff to make me a great skateboarder, what's missing? Knowledge. What makes a skateboarder.
Yeah.
So then you take that and you do it in skateboarding, and you take that and you do it in your relationship. And then after a few years, Lucas is going to be an exceptional, not that you're not now, but Lucas is going to be an exceptionally better version of himself.
Yeah.
In every aspect. Work, skateboarding, relationships, family, school, every bit, Lucas is 10x.
Yep.
You do that for 30 years, you're in top of your class. You're in top 1%.
Yep.
You're making the most money, you're doing the most. You probably got a company by then because you're got that kind of mentality.
Yeah.
So,
It's about
so
there's
we get there.
Huh?
We're gonna get dough out of the fridge, get the ovens on. Those are the first two
Sure.
important things.
Okay.
We've got to get dough stretched and on those peels so it has time to set up. And then by 1:45, we got to start cooking. We're gonna par bake some, and we're just gonna set them on the rack. We'll flash them. I don't know who's gonna be the runner yet. We're gonna look and get there because they've got us outside of a venue. So they got us outside of a venue, so somebody's gonna have to take the pizzas from the trailer inside of the venue.
Okay.
Sam and I had the kids. It might be easier for her to be on the line making the pizzas. I'll cook them, cut them, and you might have to run them in and out,
Yeah, I
and
can do
then
that.
jump into the trailer to help when it's full.
Yeah.
Have you done a buffet style with us? No.
No, I haven't. No.
Okay. So
I never have
essentially,
either.
they're metal plates. They're cut onto the metal plates. I pull them out of the oven. I set them on the aluminum screens that we use in the store to cook them. I set them on there for 1 minute to let them air out because steam underneath bread creates soggy. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
So we're gonna set it out there. They're gonna steam and I'll get all the heat out. Then we'll put them on the metal tray. It'll help them to keep crunchy for longer.
Okay.
And then we'll cut them just in a normal 6. Sometimes where we're doing buffet style, we don't have to squeeze them into the box. We can make it a little bit bigger. And if it's a little bit bigger, we'll cut them into 8. It's buffet style, so it doesn't really matter. They're gonna eat 2, 3, 4 just until they're done eating.
Yeah. Okay.
So there's gonna be some tongs over there. We need plates on their table, napkins, tongs, and then we'll serve the pizzas on the metal plates, okay? If they have napkins, plates, tongs, we don't have to worry about that. But when we're getting in there, I'm gonna start getting ready to get everything stretched. I need you to find out if we need plates, if we need napkins, if we need all that stuff, okay?
Yeah.
Because we have plates and we have napkins. We just need to know if we need to get it out there.
Yeah,
We're
okay.
almost there, kinda.
Huh?
We're kinda almost there.
So you're in charge right now of setting up the
the wedding.
buffet style table.
We're going to
Make
a
sure there's
wedding. We're
napkins.
gonna go make
We're gonna
pizza
put
at a
a
wedding.
hot
So I
honey
need
out there.
you to be very
And
good.
then
Mommy
plates,
and Daddy
that
have to
stuff.
work really
Awesome.
hard
I'll
for a
start
minute.
getting stretched. I'll
And
start
then
getting
we'll
the
go
dough out. We'll
home.
get the oven
And I
on.
think
We'll
I'm
get all
gonna
that.
pick up that
Yeah,
little
okay.
train that like Kaylee has for you guys. The little train that you sit on and ride. But you have to be really good, and I need you to help me take care of Lucy, okay?
I can't.
No, Cozy,
Can't right now.
Yes, you can. You have to.
You have to help me with Lucy,
There's
okay?
really no option.
Because we didn't have
But
anybody
that
to come help
freaking
with the
driveway
wedding,
might
so
be
that's why
something
we had
fast
to
when
go.
talking.
It did. Yeah.
I didn't even realize we drove for an hour.
Yeah. I thought we still had like another hour and a half.
He's just taking it all in. He's like, what did Colin say on the trip? I forgot. I'm just saying it. And you won't hear it once, like when I was teaching a lot of these people, I mean, we had the same conversation for days, multiple weeks in a row before finally they're like, bro, I get it. Like,
You know, you always think you want to babysit
like,
Lucy?
hey, this is the example.
your chance
This is
to
what
show
you've
me
been
that you're a
telling me.
good
This is how I
babysitter, okay?
applied it. And then 2 months later, they're like, dude, my bonus was $1,000
Yeah.
more. And you're like,
Yeah.
like, let's do it again, And then they do it again, and then all of a sudden they do it 3-4 months in a row, and they're making the bonus is double
You take
what
care
it
of your
was.
babies really well.
Like the last 3 months, and it's like, well, if you just apply yourself,
Yeah.
and you don't get comfortable, and you just keep being a little better, you make a little more money.
Yeah.
That's business.
Yep.
I think, like I said, it's worked for me so far, so I keep doing it. But
Yeah.
there's other things that work, and there's other things that work better, and there's other things that.
Yeah, I
The
can.
camera is right here on the bottom. Do I need to switch it, babe? Do you need to show the scenery yet? But do I need to switch it to a different room?
No, I should have just brought the freaking switch button, the light.
Yeah, so it's the opposite way, or is it okay in the trailer? Oh, we use the,
It can be that way.
okay. Yeah, you can just show the live out further.
What are they saying? What are the people in the chat saying?
Nothing.
Are they just listening?
Yeah.
Thanks for the scenery.
Sometimes I've noticed that when I be talking, people don't be really commenting because they're listening.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you can't really listen and talk back.
Is that thanks for the mountains?
Oh, if the mountains, it was my motivational speech was called mountains. So you're welcome for the mountains. Totally kidding. This says we have 25 minutes until we get there.
Well, when you talk, you start driving slower.
Was I?
Huh? Yeah, you were doing like 55 and some miles per passing.
Oh, through the canyon? I can't be going 80 and turning and freaking dumping our dough out on the ground. But yeah, that's true. I do get going a little slower sometimes when I'm talking.
Unless you're mad, then you start moving mad.
Make me mad because we gotta get there soon. That was a good talk, dude. That's what I used to do for a living. Is I used to drive around and have these motivational conversations with people who were not performing well in their stores, and then they would perform well, and then I realized most of the time it was the people who were missing the leadership.
Yeah.
Like there's somebody telling them, hey, you can perform better.
Yeah.
Here's how. And now I'm getting nervous because we have a wedding. And weddings are always nerve-wracking because there's a bride. And you can't piss a bride off. Showing up late, making orders wrong, stuff not being perfect,
Yeah.
display not looking good, napkins not being there.
Okay, so what, you need me just to top out topping, start stretching, and then
Yeah, so we're gonna need to get the dough out of the fridge. Ovens need to go on first. Dough needs to come out of the fridge. Then we need to get toppings set up. But where we're showing up a little closer to the ceremony, I need Lucas to go right away and find out that the buffet table is set up, so we're not in the way or doing that during the ceremony or anything when we start having pizzas come out.
Yeah.
Make sure that's good to go. So that's Lucas' job. Sam, if you can get the toppings in the top and the sauces and all that, I'll get the dough out. I'll get it sprayed with what it needs to. I'll get it,
all you need is pepperoni, sausage, and what?
pepperoni, sausage, cheese. So if you want to do, 2 bins of marinara, which I'm realizing now that I just forgot to grab extra, so
Go light.
hopefully we have enough.
Do we have anything else?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Well, then can we just tell them we'll do different kinds?
Well, we're gonna make it work, but I just was gonna grab more for backup. So we can do 2 things of cheese, and then pepperoni, and then the sausage, and then
I think we'll have marinara.
yeah. But I was gonna grab an extra bin just to. But also, I didn't know it was gonna be you making pizzas. But some people put more, and you know, like
I didn't know it was gonna be me making the pizzas.
yeah. But like some people put more toppings. You know, like remember that one night we had Bodie cheesing pizzas, and we ran out of cheese. And like I usually take like a few extra bags. We use double the amount that I plan to.
Yeah.
All from one person. Yo, like that was another thing. I got Jimmy John's. You would order the right amount of meat for the week, right? And then you would notice, like, hey, we're running out of something. And then you would see who was slicing it, and they were throwing half of it away.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, no wonder we're running out of half of it. You're throwing it in the garbage.
Yeah.
Man, we should have left a little earlier. Now I'm stressed.
Jaylee's like, oh man, I just woke up, or I could have came. At 12:11. She's like, I just woke up. She said, if you need help any other day, let me know. Should I say she can work in Smithfield tonight?
I texted them in that chat yesterday that I need
Jaylee.
in the Preston chat. I'm pretty sure I said I need help for a wedding tomorrow if anyone's available.
Tell me hold it down so your hands tired.
Yeah, you can.
Get a little hand workout.
Now I'm stressed because I'm late. This is why I want to come early.
Well, it said in our notes that it started at 2:45.
Okay.
I know they said something else, but I'm just
I
saying.
understand what the notes said. I can be in the middle of an event cooking 600 pizzas when somebody texts me and says that their ceremony changed. And it doesn't get updated on the thing. But I remember in my head when I was supposed to be there. So when I say I need to be somewhere by a certain time, there's usually a reason for it. what happened is I was working on the farm earlier that day, and then I had the event at night, and I jumped in the truck to go, and I forgot to grab a hat, and I still have to get my hat. So I was like, well, food code says I gotta have a hat, so
Yeah.
here's my hat. I mean, it worked out. It's awesome. What do you get? What's that? Is it that factory in Logan? USU. Yeah, there are a lot of conventions here. Next Thursday, I have 2 meetings.
Do you need any help with that? I can try and see if I can get someone to cover me on Thursday then.
Wait. Thursday or Friday?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe Thursday. Maybe it's 2 Thursdays away. I think it's 2 Thursdays away.
Oh, okay.
September 12th. Wait, 13th. Yeah. September 12th or 13th. See what day it is.
Yeah, that'd be 2 weeks.
Okay, and it's is that a Thursday or Friday?
That'll be Friday.
Okay, it's not the 11th, so maybe it's Friday then.
Okay. Do you want me to see if I can get work on that day at the store?
Depending on who can be there.
Okay.
Because I need a leader at the store.
Yeah, yeah.
For sure need a leader at the store all the times to make sure that everything's going.
Yeah.
But if not, and like if that's good, then yeah, I'll take the help on the truck.
Yeah. The Starlink is working, huh?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. Mobile phone service anywhere.
Oh, yeah.
But Cozy's iPad doesn't have service. That iPad doesn't have service. I hardly ever have service. So yeah, for all of us to be able to have service is freaking awesome. But when we get there, I'm gonna have to turn my truck off, and it's plugged into my truck, so we're gonna have to move it to the trailer if we want to use it.
Oh, yeah.
How is the service, guys?
I think it's my first time in Wyoming.
Welcome to a whole lot of nothing. This is where Jeffree Star lives now. And Kanye West. And sometimes Kim Kardashian.
Okay. Like the
Lucy's been asleep the whole time.
he's gonna be alright. Do you still have my water? Thank you.
Javier, I think you and French just have language barriers and some maybe other things going on. Like some people have disabilities and
Yeah, like
stuff like that. So I think you guys are just misunderstanding each other. I don't think he's doing anything past few days. Like, I think it's just language barrier.
You know how sometimes two dogs just don't get along?
Huh?
You know how sometimes two dogs just don't get along?
Yeah, yeah. I know. It's just.
That's just it.
I don't. Sometimes people on the street need to be reminded that there's language barriers, there's speech.
Yeah, you want to see a language barrier? Rewind this podcast an hour and listen to me talk. That will prove what she's saying.
Some people have disabilities, some people can't type very well. Like, there's so many different factors that can play into it. So, just give people grace and kindness.
And we were listening to this thing.
Well, then or block her, Javier. Like, my little cousin has Down syndrome and does the same thing over and over again. So block them. They're not meaning any harm.
But like Jimmy John just said, he's like, I have a hard time reading and comprehending. Like, some people just can't type very well. Some people just can't read very well. Some people, you know, whatever. Like, why not just be kind to everybody? And,
Yeah.
you know, like, if something really bothers you, you gotta remove it from your life. So block it. Like,
It's not hard.
I was just telling Lucas, like, if somebody, you know, if they don't have any value, then their, you know, their opinion of you really kind of is irrelevant. And same thing, like, if somebody's bothering, like, if somebody's out there doing something that bothers me, I'm gonna stop looking over there. I don't have to engage with that if it bothers me.
Well, my little cousin, whatever, Uncle Troy, that has Down syndrome, he talks, you know, like, I'm kind of, maybe it's just because I'm used to it and I'm familiar with it, but
That's gonna demonetize it.
what?
That's gonna demonetize it.
Maybe I'll start one when we get there, should I? Should I end this one and start a new when we get there?
I mean, I can't.
Well, if that's already demonetizing it. Alright guys, I'm gonna start a new one when we get there.